Chef Chris Holland with Chef Out of Water. You want to learn how to make elk Bordelaise? Follow along. Alright, on this episode we're going to talk about Bordelaise. It's going to be a play on Bordelaise. Typically, the classic French Bordelaise consists of bone broth, shallot, red wine, some bone marrow, etc. Often people add mushrooms and that kind of thing. This will be a play on that, based on a friend of mine, Mr. Dave Wallace. Thanks for the elk steak that you brought me. So I know it's time to clean out the freezer. We are in the middle of an apocalypse, right? So trading meat for advertising. Wallace Electric. Thanks, Dave. All right, there's that. In that, we're going to have some roasted potatoes, carrot, shallot, celery, mushrooms. Oh, we're going to need a little beef broth. This one, yep, beef broth right from the store. All right, and how about a little Chianti? We only need about a half bottle to cook with, so know what to do with the rest, right? All right, here we go. This episode of Cooking at Home During a Global Pandemic is brought to you by Wallace Electric. Serving Clatsop County as well as Central Oregon and surrounding areas. We're also brought to you today by a seabird practicing Kung Fu and social distancing. And of course, Chef Daddy brand seasoning salts, enhancing life's flavor. Hi, I'm Chris Holland, founder of Chef Daddy brand seasoning salts. Our research proves that Chef Daddy will improve your quality of life. It'll make your dinner taste like it was cooked by James Beard himself. Chef Daddy will bring romance back to the kitchen. It'll make you a better juggler. Cooking with Chef Daddy will make you a better homeschool teacher. Chef Daddy could make you an Iron Chef winner. You can use it to play cornhole. Chef Daddy's like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Chef Daddy, enhancing life's flavor. Let's get after it. All right, so just peel those little buggers up. All right, we're just gonna bang those out. Just little cubes, totally fine. Put these in a pan over here. Okay, real simple roasted potatoes. Let's do this. All right, a little bit of olive oil. And of course, a little Chef Daddy. Okay, get those all covered up. All right, just chuck those down in the oven for a little bit. We'll come back to them in a few minutes. Let's get into the garlic. All right, just give it a smash. All right, carrot, just peel that bugger. Cut it up how you want, all right? I'm just gonna cut it in half. I'm gonna do a little bit of a bias cut here. All right. We got a shallot. Just cut the ends off. Peel that bugger. Just gonna give some slices here. All right, a little bit of celery. Chop her up. All right, mushrooms. I'm just gonna whack them in half. Just whack them all in half. All right, I'm gonna flick on the flame here about a medium high. I'm using old school cast iron. I love cooking in cast iron. This is gonna be a one pot dish, so it's really all gonna cook together, except for the potatoes, which I decided to cook separately. I'm gonna make them a little golden. Put a couple pats of butter in there. Okay, you wanna season your meat. All right, hey, if you don't have elk steak, it's all good. You can go old school beef. Maybe you got some venison laying around. This is a round. All right, when you kick it off, first thing you wanna do is sear the meat real well on both sides. Make sure your pan's nice and hot, but don't burn the butter. All right, I'm gonna sear that on both sides. All right. All right, got a good sear on one side, flip it over. All right, let's start adding our ingredients, all right? We're going shallots. Got some garlic, carrots, chuck in celery, mushrooms, a little red wine. About the same amount of beef broth, all right? I'm gonna crank the heat up to a medium high. The idea is that we've seared the steak in, all right? We're gonna reduce the broth down while at the same time cooking the vegetables and finishing the steak off to about mid-rare to medium. Just keep an eye on that piece of meat. When it's cooked to your liking, just pull it out and set it aside and let it rest for a few minutes, all right? While the rest of the dish finishes off. This is a great example of braising. Classic cooking technique, braising. You're learning something new. In fact, we kicked off with searing. So We seared the meat on both sides, and now we are braising in a liquid. Okay, the meat's about mid-rare medium. I'm going to pull it off to rest, let it sit there and rest. The liquids and the juices are going to redistribute throughout the steak. In the meantime, take the flame up to a medium high. We're going to reduce this down and create a wonderful sauce. All right, it's going to take a few minutes to cook. It's almost there, and I don't know what we'll do while we're waiting. I'll reduce down. Let's pull our potatoes out in the oven. All right, here we go. We got our potatoes, got all our vegetables. Let's give this a little whack. Slice this guy up. And that is beautiful. Little mid-rare right over the top, just like that. To the sauce. Right on. There it is. Boom. Now that is a feast. Cook an elk at home during a global pandemic.